Hi, here I am again. Hi, and how are you? And I'm making a doll. In the last little video, I showed her how I cut her out. I showed you how I cut her out and I sewed her up. Now I stuffed her arms. These are her arms, and I stuffed one leg. I was gonna stitch up at her elbow, but I just tied a little, used embroidery floss and just tied her elbows and knees. This is her arms. Okay, and then, but I want to show you what I did here. To get this skinny old leg stuffed, I I have my stuffing, and I have these tweezers. They're kind of a long tweezer, so I can just hang on to that stuffing and shove it on down. Just shove it on down. And and get that all stuffed. And so she has a little bit of weight to her, you know. She needs some weight. And so that's what we're doing. We're just stuffing her in there. Stuffing her stuffing. Stuffing her stuffing. You know, I'm thinking, you know, as I'm doing this, is all the different ways you can dress her or decorate her. And there is just so many different things you can do. Now, because I made her this one anyway out of printed fabric, I kind of like that look of the printed fabric. And then if I only add an apron to her, that would probably be enough. Okay, is that enough here? Yeah, that's about how much I put in the leg in the other one. I don't stuff the top, not stuffing the top at all. And I'll just cut off me a little piece of embroidery floss here, and I'm going to tie it right there at the knee. I'm just going to tie it at the knee. That way then her knee bends, and she does not need stuffing up at the wrist. She doesn't want thunder thighs. We talked about this, me and her. All right, now. So now I've got her 2 legs, 2 arms. Now, oh, I got to reach back here and get my buttons. Okay, I have some buttons. So I will choose 2 buttons. And because she's going to be like a primitive style girl, I'll get these 2 buttons here that are kind of vintagey looking. They're the same color. They don't match, but they're the same color. Okay, right here, my stitching started coming undone a little bit, and so I just stitched it back shut because she didn't need anything fancy. So I'm going to just take my needle, and I'm going to go right here through where her arms should attach. Right here. We don't want them just coming out of her neck, you know. And then I'm going to put, no, I got to first get her arm. Now, you could finish off the edge of this if you so chose to, but I'm leaving a raw edge because it's just something I do. Should I fold it like this? Yeah, I will. I'm gonna fold it like this, and it'll just be a raw edge like this. Maybe I'll just fold it under a little bit there. I plan as I go. Okay. And then get that button. And then go back through to the other side. And then we need the other arm. Just going to fold it a little bit there and get that needle and thread through it. Okay, and then the other button. And I'm just so fumble fingers today. And then send it back through. Oops. Send it back through to this other button on the other side. And then we'll get a couple of stitches to hold her little arms. There we go. I don't know what is wrong with me today that I don't know. You ever get them just quiet moods? That's where I think I am, just in a solemn, I don't know what it is called. Okay, so now I'm just going to pull that through there and then snip that extra thread off. And so her arms are attached. That's her arms. Okay, then her little legs will go inside. I stuffed that up, all up in there, stuffed it all up in there. And then I'm going to put her legs inside. And as you can see, I just do not, I am so not into perfection. And I think if you're not into perfection, you get more of a handmade with love item. So I'll just stuff her little leg in there. And then put the pin to hold it. And then, oh, I didn't get my thread. Oh, you know what I'll do? So I'm just going to use this. I don't need much. Let's see, will it go through this lovely needle? The eye of the needle. Yes. Just move this camera so you can. I keep pulling it away from you. And so I'm going to just now with nothing fancy, nothing fancy. Just keep moving that camera. And so just a little whip stitch. Don't be giving her no whipping. She don't need no whipping. But just a little whip stitch. And we're going to stitch that bottom end. Stitch her bottom shut. Keep getting her leg all hung up in there. I like I've tried to make a few dolls that are really perfect, that really would win a blue ribbon at the county fair. I've done that, and I've made some really pretty dolls. But for some reason, back when the Cabbage Patch dolls were all the great latest and greatest, I made some of those, and they were nice. And then I've made, when the Pound puppies were all a big rage, they were trending or whatever, then I made them, and they were perfect. I mean, I made them perfect. I had a pattern, I followed the pattern, I got everything. I made them perfect. And although I had fun with them, and I sold a lot of them, and then I made the floppy-eared primitive bunnies. I made the kind of bunnies that were a vacuum cleaner cover. They just covered the whole vacuum cleaner. I made them, and I sold. They were nice. They were nice. But since I figured out that you don't have to do things perfect, and then I've started doing things like this that are just from the pioneer days or something. I don't know. A lot of hand stitching, and the stitching doesn't have to matter if it's perfect. And nothing is perfect on these little things that I make. And I enjoy this so much better and not that I didn't enjoy what I was doing at the time, but I something like this to me is more satisfying, I guess I would say. Just more satisfying. And I know a lot of people like what I'm trying to do now with my macrame is I'm trying to get it like perfect. And because I'm not getting it perfect, I'm getting discouraged. But I'm not going to get totally discouraged and quit. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to continue to try because I like doing things. And I did already done a couple projects, macrame projects, that turned out just fine. But just this newest one, I think maybe because I'm trying to do something a little bit too complicated. Okay, now she's finished as far as her body, and I'm gonna see which one I think is going to be her front. But now her arms are on with a little button, and her her little legs is there. And so I want to make, now I'm going to use scrap fabrics, which I just got a box of new scrap fabrics, of new fabrics that I haven't seen before. And so it's like getting a box of Whitman sampler. You know Whitman sampler, and you always just want to try every one of them. Well, I got one of those. Well, I'm not sure now yet how I'm going to do her hair. I was thinking a ponytail, but I'm not sure. Maybe we want lacy hair. I don't know. But I know she's going to have an apron. Her apron will come down lower than her body. It'll be down over her, like her little legs, down, and it's going to have a pocket in it, and she's going to have a little journal. And so, and then I'm just going to stitch in some eyes, like this doll that I got from Janet. They're about the same size. Well, actually, she drew the face on there, I just noticed. I thought it was stitched, but she drew that on, probably with fabric markers. And look, she's got an apron. And so, and she's got a pocket, and she's got buttons in her pocket. And so, I love it. And see how her patches are just stitched on there haphazardly? I love this, you know? She even has her shoes on there. I named her Lucinda. I don't remember if I named her Lucinda, and because I had a friend named Lucinda way 50 years ago, 55 years ago, because my oldest son was a baby. Her name was Lucinda, and I loved that name. So, and I can call her Lucy if I want to. But that's pretty. See, she's beautiful. Look at her hair. That's beautiful. And so her name's Lucinda. She just sits over here with me. I'm glad I'm clearing things off over here on my desk. I have so much more space. I have space for things. So see, Lucinda can sit right there. Maybe I'll leave my jar of buttons right there too, because that looks pretty. That won't be in the way. And so, and I got a little bulletin board here that I can keep things on. And back there, that powdery stuff, that's my ant bait, because I was having a whole bunch of ants here. Then I put the ant stuff out there, boric acid and sugar. And they're supposed to come and get it, and but now I don't see any ants. But anyway. Ah! Oh, gosh, Papa dear. There's Papa. Okay.
Yeah, they might all be dead.
Yeah, they might be all dead. Okay, so that's about it for this little bit. And
I'm going to the road back.
Okay, you go on to the road and back. And so I'm gonna fix her up some more, and maybe I'll do another video as I'm fixing her. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, hello, hello. Does she look like an alien? No, she's not an alien. No. There she goes. So I'll make her some jewelry and an apron. I'm going to dig through that box I just got from WCL. Thank you, WCL, for them, because I'm going to go through and find what I'm going to use for. You know, I think I want scrap fabric hair. I think she's going to have scrap fabric hair. I don't know. I think I'm onto something here. But anyhow, that's her so far anyway. Now, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Keep you happy, healthy, and humble. Keep you serene, and safe and make a doll. You can make a doll out of just anything. And so this, like this here pattern that I did right here, oh no. Yeah, this here why does my pictures keep going away? Okay. Anyway, it looks like a keyhole. Doesn't it look like just a keyhole? And then the legs and arms. Why do I keep touching my thing? I'm just having a day today. Um, I'm happy with today. I'm happy that I'm getting things done, that I'm getting things sorted. And but see, I cut the legs a little longer than the arms, and I'm confused. And I've been still coloring on this picture. I'm almost done. I got very little left to do. What do I have left? Maybe I'm done. Oh no, I gotta go. Maybe I'm finished. Maybe I'm just gonna leave that as finished. And then start another one. That one will be fun to color. I just back and forth, up and down. Just, my mind is in a turmoil sometimes. And I gotta create. I have to create. Creating keeps me. Oh, I already said goodbye, and here I am still running my mouth. Okay, I smell something cooking. What time is it? Do I smell something cooking out there, Papa?
15 minutes to 6.
It's 10 minutes to 6? Oh, I guess I could have looked right up there at my computer and told me the time. I wouldn't have had to ask you. But I'd rather ask you. Okay, I'll let you go now. It's been 22 minutes and 21 seconds. I love you guys.